are coming in, so well, they've been in today, so we're good for the day.
Nice.
How you guys doing? How's your week?
Halstear, I'm glad you were up early today. You joined the game a while ago.
I got in a little early. It's fine.
Nice.
Excellent. I have the music playing, of course, if anyone doesn't remember, because I didn't have to adjust it in forever. The cogwheel on the right hand side and down to audio and video. That will allow you guys to control your master volume. I cannot do it for you, unfortunately.
If anyone doesn't remember because I didn't have to adjust it in forever. The cogwheel on the right hand side.
Admittedly forgot that we were planning a more of a one-shot style this week.
Yo, so I had totally forgot until I saw Ri'l put "It Could Be a Dream" or something, and I was like, "Oh fuck, yeah, that's right. I gotta plan something." So yeah, so the story here, of course, you guys could see in the chat as well. What I did was I went on Roll20 and I just went to like one shots you could buy. And so this one I bought for like $8, and it is, you know, like it says here, as you stand on the precipice of unknown darkness, your goal is clear. Delve into the depths of this forsaken church, uncover the truth behind the priest Caesis's fall from grace, confront the creeping influence that the void threatens to consume, and you guys will have many choices, you know, during this one shot, supposedly. So I went in and, of course, you know, adjusted it for you guys in a way, but I think it should be pretty fun.
I cast Fireball.
Right? Okay. So, inspiration card. Oh wait, this. I bet I don't have the cards in here. Well, you guys will just all have regular inspiration starting now, and you can use it if you'd like.
Got it.
But you'll still get one for next week, you know, so you'll have basically double for next week's game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And everyone, oh, Ri'l, I think you're the only one I probably still need to give control to for your token. We do that real quick. There you go. So now, everyone, can you guys all control your token?
Yep.
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 Perfect. Okay. And my Roll20 is frozen. Hold on one second. So I thought was happening. So I'm using Roll20 asked when you make games now, when you create a new game, obviously in the beginning, it will prompt you. It says, do you want to use this new beta version of Jump Gate? And it's like what they're calling all the new tools and tips that they've put together in the past like 6 or 8 months or something. And there are a few other little subtle differences that I haven't seen yet on here, so it's kind of cool. I like it so far. Okay. Now we're back. Ready. So, as the sun begins its descent behind the distant, jagged horizon, painting the sky with strokes of fiery orange and dusky purple, you all find yourselves on a worn path leading to what could only be generously called a town. The air is crisp, this chill that suggests the approach of night, and the wind carries with it whispers of unease. Your journey to this place has been as rugged as the landscape itself, a constant battle against the biting wind and uneven terrain, seems almost determined to turn you back. Yet, here you are, nearing your destination, drawn by rumors and a promise to aid those who seem forgotten by a wider world. This town, if it could even be called that, it's more of a collection of scattered, haphazard structures, each one leaning on the other as though in mutual resignation. The path you followed is littered with fallen leaves, occasional broken branches, and clearly the remnants of a storm that recently passed through, mirroring these rumored tempests that plague this small community. As you guys travel, you've heard whispers, carried on the wind like the leaves around your feet. They speak of a priest, once devoted to the astral siblings, now turned herald of something maybe darker. They murmur of common folk speaking in tongues, their minds lost to madness, and of a church that now serves a congregation of the lost and the desperate. As the path curves, you guys see it. You see the structure alone and the slight rise against the backdrop of the encroaching night. The church is long, low, silhouettes dark against the fading light. Its once white walls, they're stained by the passage of time, the scars of weather, windows dark and empty. The sky above you guys, it's now you're just starting to see those first stars. As you approach, the air grows colder, you grow nearer, the faintest sound reaches your ears. This melodic whispering. As you approach the east entrance of this church, the whispers grow clearer, more insistent. You realize they're prayers, but there's a desperation in them. You guys see as you stand before this.
What language are the prayers in?
You are hearing the prayers in common right now.
Gotcha.
And here is where you guys will arrive. You guys should see yourselves down here. Do each of you see the, like, you have your sight?
Yep.
Yep.
Sight is all good.
Perfect.
If it's okay, I'm just gonna drag Mir from his sheet token onto this map.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to put Mir in the game, to be honest. I need to drag him over.
It's cool, I already added him.
Perfect. So, as you guys arrive at this church, you know, you've been traveling this way. What are you guys saying as you see it finally? It's huge. Much bigger than you probably thought.
I'm just looking at like, okay, that's bigger than I was expecting.
You know, for such a rundown town, this temple looks rather immaculate, huh?
Yeah. Shows where the money's gone.
Yeah, I like it. Well, let's figure out what's going wrong and see if we can fix it.
Yep.
I'm assuming this right here is a door.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like steps up, and you do see a door there. Yeah.
And he's gonna put the side of his head to it and see if he can't listen in to what's going on inside.
Yeah. And just what you hear now, Evan.
The same prayers from earlier? Oh, sorry.
You're hearing, oh, you're fine. You're hearing the stars whisper, but their words are hollow. They're empty. They're empty. Then you hear, they say to gaze upon the heavens for guidance. But all I see is the dark, watching. I'm always waiting.
Huh. That's a disturbing chant. something about looking to the sky for guidance, but seeing nothing but darkness.
Does it sound like a crowd talking, or is it one person chanting?
Well, you might think it could be, 5 or 6 people. It's hard to tell, although the whispers seem to be coming from more directions than one. This place does also seem pretty large. Roll 20 froze for me again. This new jump gate might be an issue. Are you guys able to move your tokens? Okay, cool. Sorry,
Yeah.
I just saw it back up. Perfect, okay.
Shall I open the door then, guys? Okay, I'm opening it. And he'll push the door open.
Nice. Inside, you can see that there seems to be pews, like you may expect, a large church. There are a number of people that seem to be sitting and praying. You can see some of them seem to be dressed for the weather, others not so much. They look like common folk. Oh, are you not able to move in? Oh,
No, the door seems shut.
I'm sorry. Hold on.
I guess that's a part of the new jump gate. Which I guess isn't a bad thing, because sometimes players will accidentally do that. Or purposefully.
So, I'm so sorry. I guess I should have explained one more thing then, because now that I turned the light on for myself, I can see what you guys can see. You do see 3 entrances here. So you guys have went in the middle door. There is also a door to your left and to your right on either side that seem to open into other parts. So, but yes, going in this middle door, of course, you can see what I just said. It is expansive. And you do see people just seemingly sitting and praying.
Not a lot of people in here.
Yeah, that's making me a little nervous.
Oh well. Well, let's see if one of them can answer some questions.
I can barely hear you, Evan.
Hold on, let me see if I can't.
Oh, I can hear him just fine.
Oh, strange. He's up to 200% on mine, and I can
Hello?
still barely. It's a little better.
Weird.
Yeah, for some reason, my mic volume setting on my headphones, every time, it always just accidentally goes down because it just rubs against things and bleh. I need to get new headphones, I swear to God.
No worries.
Anyway, Evan's going to go walk up to these people and try and see if they'll talk to him. Hi.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Yeah, yes? How can I help you?
Hi. What are you all praying for in here? Oh, dear, everything just went dark.
I'm so sorry. I
Looks
did
like
that
you
on
believe
accident.
in-
I changed your... There you go, sorry. You should be back now, Evan.
Okay, I'm good. That's fine.
Yes, we are praying, of course, to the sibling.
Are you sure that's the sibling? Because I heard what you all were saying earlier. It didn't really sound like something you'd say to the astral siblings.
I shouldn't be talking to you. He turns his head down.
Okay, that only makes it suspicious. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get anything out of these people. They're gonna lie, probably.
Wall is pretty. The wall feels nice. You can see him move over and he starts just, rubbing his hand against the wall. You can see it's stone.
Why are you rubbing the wall?
The wall is pretty. The wall is nice.
Okay, there's something not right in this place.
He goes up to the next bench.
Can Ri'l try to open his mind to the others here, see if there seems to be anything in particular peculiar about their thoughts? Maybe a second set of voices in their head, or
Yeah. You are just with the surface thoughts. You would almost consider that maybe they, themselves are hearing things, but you realize there is something speaking to them. They are getting these thoughts pushed into them, and you're hearing them change every few seconds.
Ri'l would, communicate that to the others, and almost advise to try to bolster their wills. Be aware of any second other words they start to hear.
Mm-hmm. Good to know.
How much do we know about the deity from the church? Do we know anything?
Yeah, why don't you do a religion check? Each of you could, if you want to know, try to learn what each of you know.
Would you mentioned these were called the Astral Sisters. Is it possible that Ri'l maybe has like a slight edge about knowing anything?
I think that makes sense, yeah.
Okay.
You can have advantage.
Oh.
Oh, snap. All right. So, Evan, you have heard the story of these 3 astral siblings. You can remember their names were Ukko, Vida, Zastras. You think that at one time they were all friends. Actually, yeah, that's exactly where the story ends. They were best friends forever. Halstear and Ri'l. Oh, go ahead, Rico or Evan.
He's just like he shrugs. He doesn't really pay much attention to religious stories anyway.
Ri'l and Halstear, you know that Ukko wielded the power of creation. Vida nurtured life and growth, while Zastras governed the realm of the void and oblivion. You know that tensions arose when Zastras began to explore the deeper, darker aspects of the void, delving into powers that threaten the balance of all existence. Ri'l, you know that fearing the potential destruction, Ukko and Vida, they conspired against Zastras, ultimately banishing him to the farthest reaches of the cosmos. They stripped him of his dominion over the realms he once controlled, and this act created a rift among the deities. It marked the beginning of the astral conflict, a war that you know altered the divine order permanently.
Is it possible some of the voices that Ri'l had skimmed from the thoughts, is it possible that he might have recognized, maybe from their sayings or intentions, if and which of the 3 that might have been coming from?
I think that makes sense. You have penetrated into their mind, at least, or you could possibly, is there another, like, more penetration you can do into their mind to learn that?
You can, and they would get a wisdom save if they wanted to try to resist it.
Okay, so let me give you a wisdom save, if that's what you want to do.
I think Ri'l, before truly probing in, would kind of speak to the others and share, the familiarity that they have, and kind of the threats of the past and the potential threats of the present.
Hmm. So
Yeah, does it? I would say if you're gonna probe somebody, to probe someone a little more put together than this one in the back row.
And I think Ri'l would then kind of begin slowly walking up the aisle and shifting focus across the folks and just surface level seeing general composure, or if they're all receiving these types of thoughts.
Yeah, the very next guy you probe, this one in the dark brown hood, you can hear that, his thoughts are remembering the church. You can hear him remembering the Church of the Stars. You remember him, you can listen to him saying, founded after the astral conflict, the church was established as a beacon of faith. The next man up, if you would move on.
Yeah, I think Ril's gonna try to skim across all of them before focusing on one in particular.
Yeah, as each of them, are definitely changing their thoughts every couple seconds. Like, they seem to be quite insane. There is one, though, right here. And this one, he seems to be, fully in order. If anything is afflicting his mind, you do not sense it yet. He seems fully intact.
In the sense that he seems like he might be the one kind of radiating the thoughts, or just that he might be kind of, separated from what's happening to the others.
Yeah, you would be able to tell he's not, his mind is calm. He's not, it's certainly not him doing this. You could do an insight though if you'd like.
Okay. And which is not as much of Real specialty, but would also, just while at it, the Ri'l would kind of speak telepathically over to Rule, and Halstear and Evan, just gesturing to that one, or mentally gesturing to the one up front who's calmer, as an outlier.
Hmm.
And there's the insight of 14.
Yeah, you're getting like calm mostly. Well, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. So you're getting mostly calm from this person, and he seems like he's a newcomer here, but not the one causing this.
I think just with what little duration is probably left on detect thoughts, Real would try to. Actually, do they know? Yeah, they know that you're probing into their mind. So I think Real, instead of probing into their mind per se, would rather, kind of with a glance over, try to connect to this newcomer's mind and speak to them.
Okay. And what would you be saying here? Oh, do they have to make a pass or a check?
I don't think there's any. Yeah, I think it's just I can talk to you.
I think you're right. Okay, sounds good. You're basically speaking into his mind.
Please do not be alarmed. I sit to your left. We too are new to this church, as it seems you are.
How are you? You can hear him speaking out loud now. How are you doing this?
Ri'l would again respond telepathically. Just think, and I will hear no need to speak aloud, but just like the siblings, I've been exposed to the astral. It's given me the ability to connect to other minds in a way that most folk of this realm cannot.
Are you two here for Kaisis's healing?
Well, we've heard some reports and wanted to make sure that everything turns out all right.
Well, I don't know where you're from, but I've heard that there's a sickness here, and that Kaisis is the only one that stayed and tried to repel the evil. I thought maybe after, well, I don't know, he's done up there, I could offer my assistance.
Your assistance, are you a healer of sorts?
Oh no, just a simple mixer of potions. I'm able to create remedies and, that can cure most ailments. I've traveled here because there's so many different rumors about what's going on here. I don't know how I could help yet.
It seems the others here of you, they are troubled. I'm not sure if it's by this ailment or if it's potentially a symptom of the treatment. Their minds are spread thin, they seem to be receiving voices as well from other sources.
I don't know anything about hearing voices other than... Wait a second. Can you just, nod to me so I know this isn't all in my head?
Ri'l would, in turn, give a nod.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is quite weird. I've never had anyone speak into my mind. My God, there's a man behind you. It's some type of robotic creature. It's monstrous. You might want to look out.
He's one that accompanied me. So too the dragon over your shoulder.
Ah, you have a whole band with you. You could probably do far more than I could.
Maybe we can find a quiet corner so the rest can join into the conversation.
Well, I was just about to approach Kaisis as that old man seems to be walking away now. Maybe you could go with me? Don't really know what to say to him yet.
Is this the one that you're saying is Kaisis? The one that was moving over here? That he was referring to? Or
Yeah,
is that
the
something
old
else?
man is kind of the one that was moving away, but he would have been pointed to this guy in green. And you guys see that there is a red-skinned tiefling in priest robes.
Sorry, like behind one of these pillars, there's a lot of darkness from my perspective.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, you probably couldn't see him quite yet. But he's gesturing up. This guy can see him from where he's at.
Okay. Ri'l would kind of scooch over and stand a little bit and, I see. Okay. Well, if you would spare us a moment, maybe... As Ri'l kind of peeks around the corner here and sees maybe this quieter area over here or something like that.
You see, as you come out into this area, Ri'l, this priest, comes over to you guys. He puts his arms, inside of his robes. You know how priests do. He's like, oh my, I did not expect anyone but commoners to be coming here for help. Please tell me, you're an adventurer, aren't you?
Ri'l would kind of pause in apprehension for a moment and give a bit of a nod.
Maybe you can be of some assistance. Well, I've been here since it started, but I could use anyone.
It being we've heard of some sort of ailment, but is that what you're referring to?
Well, everyone keeps saying different things. First, they say there's something with their mind going on. They said they woke up and this feeling, this kind of stress, is overwhelming them. Others, they have drastically different stories. It's hard to grip exactly what's going on here, but I can feel it, can't you?
I guess, but would Ri'l be able to kind of sense this external pressure of voices?
Could you do an Arcana check?
Sure thing. Don't think that would not be an advantage.
You wouldn't feel anything, penetrating your mind or your energies or aura. I guess I should introduce myself to all of you. Hello, I am Kaisis, and I'm the priest here. Well, I'm the last one that is here, anyway. Everyone else has left me.
This ailment that's going around, does it make people begin acting strangely? Because one of the people down there just randomly started touching the wall, saying it was nice.
Yes, I've tried to assist him multiple times. He keeps saying that the walls are soft, or they're nice, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's quite a quandary.
And the others? Do they suffer something different?
Well, I don't know. My sister, she has constantly been saying things like, I see the emptiness, and other things like that. She's gone crazy, I tell you.
I think I heard someone saying that through the door when I listened in earlier. Something about how they look to the heavens, but they see the emptiness instead.
Yes, it's quite the travesty. Maybe there's something here, I don't know. Unfortunately, my skills, they lie in only the healing of the physical wounds and, well, the healing when you're feeling quite down and you need someone to talk to. I'm really good at listening. Maybe you could look around and see what this sickness could be.
How long has it been going on?
Well, it is kind of odd. It's a little surprising that only these people around the church have been losing their minds. At least for, I would say, maybe a month. I haven't heard of any city folks losing their minds yet. It kind of scares me, because, I thought moving out to the fields, they would allow me to have this calmer life. One where I could just heal people. I'm really scared. Please, help me.
We'll see what we can do. It might...
What is...
You think there's something in the church that might be causing this then?
I really don't know. I feel a presence, but when I ask others, they just ramble on. And of course, look at you all. You have armor, weapons. You have probably tricks, magics that I don't know about. Maybe you can use them to your advantage. I have, of course, taken up an offering. If I was gathering money to help you, give this to anyone that would dare seek, to travel here and help us.
Well, let's see what we can do first. I think we should start looking around the church. If the people have been going crazy, specifically living around the church, there might be something hidden here that's causing it. Let's keep an eye and ear out, and take a look around. Sound good?
Fair
That
enough.
would be awesome. If I can be of any assistance, please, just let me know.
Thank you. Actually, a question then. How long has this church been like this? It's rather nice, compared to how some of the buildings outside look.
Yes, this town has seen better days. I've thought recently if this church didn't exist, maybe the town would fall apart completely. It's really the last bastion of any civilization here.
Interesting. So, the church has been like this for a while, well, and stayed strong, despite everything else falling apart around it. Weird. Well, guess we can't figure much else out without looking around at this point. Do you guys have any other ideas?
I mean, I'm trying to figure out what these symptoms of the sickness, see if I've heard of it before.
Well, symptoms, they could be they hear voices. They have also known to, when they belch, the aura that comes out of them is quite foul. Whenever you urinate, it smells of asparagus, although that might be a rumor.
So basically, rumors are great.
Oh, also, I've heard that sometimes your ear falls off.
That's not good to hear.
Well, I will be here assisting those who need help. You please let me know if there's anything I can do. Sir, is there any assistance I can give you? You hear them start talking.
Well, this is gonna be an interesting little trip.
Where do you guys think we should start looking around at?
I don't know.
I guess let's just get a general understanding of the area and what it's like first. Evan will start just taking a general look around the area, trying to get a good look of all the rooms and the general layout of the building.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. And as you guys start looking around, you can see that, this church does seem to be quite large. There is an altar area that's far down to the north. There, of course, seem to be areas where people can sleep. There is a lounge area, and, maybe a lounge area, possibly just a praying area. But you do have a few different spots you guys could move around and explore if you'd like. You can see this guy, he's just sitting here leaning down and coughing, Ri'l.
Are there more? Does he seem sicker than the rest?
He does seem quite ill, but quite cute.
You're right. So the doors are shut on anywhere inside.
Yeah, this actually does look like a door, but the door seems to be over on this side. So this is just still the wall here. This, of course, is a door.
It's hard to tell. The mapping is very tight to the walls.
Yeah, so up here and then to the north, this is where it looks like there is the door.
All right.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Now I'm looking through yours. I see they put it even on the pillars and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, looks like there's a doorway right there. I'd say we might want to investigate that way.
Do we want to talk to the guy over there?
He acted like the sickness was coming from outside the church. I'm talking to Evan a little bit more in detail.
No, he said generally the people around the church. I think that means something from inside of it's causing it. Maybe radiating outwards.
That's a good idea. I guess we should look around a little more. If you want to talk to this sick one, I think that would work okay.
I think it'd be alright for us to go check out the room.
As you guys get here, you can see this door is one of the doors. I know that's hard to see, but that does seem to be a door. I'll just start pinging them when you guys get near.
Alright. Yeah, I would check to see if it's locked or not.
And this door is not locked. Inside, you could see that it leads to an area that looks like it's just a waiting room or a waiting area. And this is the next door.
Are there other doors? Okay, yes.
Yeah, there's only one door through this entrance, or this way. As you move into here, Ri'l and Evan and each of you, you guys see that there is multiple ways here. There's up here, 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 and down here. So you have 4 doors in this room. There is a desk with an open book, and then on this desk also seems to be just 2 golden cups. Like, they don't look like they're painted golden, though. Clearly not real gold. You can see it's incredibly thin, and maybe not even metal.
Evan, is there anything inside the cup?
As you look in it, Evan, you can see down in there, looks like this has dust and dirt that has not been, moved in a long, long time.
Does the book have anything written in it? Does it have a cover that tells the title, things like that?
As you open this, or as you see its open, Ri'l, you can see that it seems to be a ledger of how many people are current members of the church. Some of them seem to be crossed out, like maybe they've left, they've died for whatever reason.
I'll go back a few pages. How large was the congregation?
Yeah, looking through here, you can see that at one time, there was almost 100 members here. Now, it seems to be there's 1, and that's Kaisis. He seems to be the only one that is still a actual member. It must be a process to become the members, because clearly you guys have seen more people than 1.
Does this look like a used office, or is it just like a sign-in area? What is it?
Yeah, you could tell this isn't quite an office yet. This is basically just a sign-in area. Probably, maybe someone would sit here and do the books from time to time, but not an office.
And do any of the doors stand out? Yeah, that one seems to stand out, but it's hard to tell.
Yeah, so, each of the doors look identical, other than this one here seems to be like clearly locked, as it has a padlock on the outside. This one here is just swinging open, and you guys can see that in there is clearly a bedroom, and there is, a guy just right in the center here, and he seems to be, dry heaving, like almost like he's puking, but nothing is coming out. And you guys would have heard this as you entered as well. The other two doors are identical, so they both are, again, right here and right here, but they look the same.
I'm gonna go see if I can't help the guy real quick. And Evan's gonna try and help, see if he can't get the guy to calm down from his dry heaving.
Yeah, okay. He's like, stars.
While Evan's distracting him, Ri'l's gonna try to pick the lock.
Okay. Evan, why don't you give me a medicine check? And go ahead, Ri'l. The stars, they come out at day. The moon, it goes round and round.
This doesn't seem like normal sickness.
He doesn't even acknowledge you, Evan, as you're talking next to him. Like, there's no recollection in his eyes whatsoever.
He's going on about the stars and the moon and the day. Yeah, I've never seen this kind of stuff before. Oh, find nothing, Ri'l?
Yeah,
Ri'l is...
Yeah,
Go
so
ahead.
you may not have noticed, Evan, you were working with the person. And I tried to sneak in to keep him from noticing, not you.
So yeah, Evan, you probably would just see Ri'l slip in. Or you wouldn't see anything, but the other party members, you would probably see Ri'l slip into this room. Ri'l, you can see in here, seems to be the rations, the food, the things that, there's like blankets, there's shoes. These are probably things that the priest keeps for homeless that come asking for food. You want to give me an investigation check? Looking around here, you see that there is a book that is kind of tucked away here in the corner, right in between this box and the wall.
All right, I would palm the book and make my way back outside.
Nice. Ri'l, what are you doing as you step into this room?
Ri'l is mostly just observing. I think, in particular, kind of listening to the ravings that Evan was observing, and then just seeing if there's anything that they can make sense of it. But
Okay, yeah, you could do an insight check if you'd like. And Ri'l, were you still saying something?
I just slipped out and locked the door, and then I would sit down at the desk and inspect the book a little bit better.
Yeah, Ri'l, you recognize this book right away. This is the book that contains intuition and insight exercises, but you know that its words are charged with magic. This is the Tome of Lesser Understanding. If you spend 24 hours over a period of 3 days or fewer studying the book's contents and practicing its guidelines, your wisdom score increases by 1, as does your maximum for that score.
Interesting.
That's interesting.
By the way, you guys can take items back into our world from it.
Good to know.
Good to know.
Halstear, what are you doing here as Ri'l sits down to inspect this book? Evan has been looking at this person that is dry heaving. Ri'l is trying to learn about these insights. And Ri'l, you would, still know that these are honestly just complete incoherent ramblings so far as you can tell. Halstear, what would you do?
Not a lot Halstear can do at this stage. He's going to look at the gentleman. Instead of doing a medicine check, he would like to use his knowledge of the arcane and see if there's anything that's magically affecting him at this point.
Okay.
'24.
Nice. As you look upon these people, Halstear, you can tell that, there probably is a sickness of the mind happening. But you're an expert. You know there is also magic at work here. It seems to be very powerful magic. Magic that reminds you of that time long, long ago when you heard that story of the primordials.
Recalling those events, he joins the others. Whatever is affecting these people is more of it's in their heads. It's something of the mind, but it's also magic, very powerful magic. If I had to guess, it has something to do with the primordials in some way or fashion.
Oh, well, that's not good, is it?
No, it's not.
I guess we should probably. Let me try and see if I can't make sense of what they're saying myself. Oh, maybe I'll get something else. And Evan's gonna try and actually listen this time. I'm instead of just checking for the symptoms.
Okay.
Ri'l would as well, just alongside, and would kind of while passing behind the others, just kind of quietly cast guidance on themselves.
Sounds good. Go ahead.
So I roll insight for this.
You can. You're trying to do what exactly, Evan?
He's trying to listen to them and see if he can't glean the meaning from their words now that he knows a bit more about what's actually afflicting them.
Sure. Makes sense. Yeah, go ahead. And then, Ri'l, you said you're giving him guidance?
Yeah, sure.
Is that what you said? Or no?
Ri'l was actually in mind on themselves, because he also
No, that makes
has something
sense.
to try.
Yeah, go ahead. So, Evan, you, unfortunately, you do not know, anything more. Even with your little bit of a bonus, you have a 14. You're not sure what these ramblings could mean.
Ri'l then, again, with kind of the knowledge of the astral siblings, would then try to do a performance to match the rambling and try and. I mean, are we trying to get this person to move basically, as well, or like?
I mean, I think
Distract
we
her.
could walk around him if he's
And
incoherent.
he's just stumbling around. He here and here and here.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I thought he was kind of locked there.
Nah, he's not blocking you guys.
Then
You can go ahead and go.
disregard.
You don't
Sorry,
want to do
but-
that same thing, obviously.
Yeah, I had that in mind under the pretext of thinking he was kind of not moving, so I was going to try to
Sure.
do that to get him to move, but
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, sorry for that.
I guess
No,
I'm going
yeah.
to check this other door.
Okay. Yeah, as you see, this door is not locked, Ri'l. It is shut.
Yeah, I would open it and see if it looks similar to the other rooms.
In here, you can see what is clearly some type of office. It's set up more as an office, and it does look like, there's priestly robes hanging on the wall. So this you might figure out is the priest's office.
And is there anything interesting? I'd like to investigate for anything hidden in here. as well.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. looking around here, you can see this open journal. This book rather. This seems to be the Journal of Kaisis. And you can see it's open to where he's written in here that he believes there is a fourth sibling. That's what he's written down here right now. Is that it said he has underlined it 3 times. There has to be a fourth.
Would I think that was sacrilege or heretic?
Well, you do a religion check. You would see, what you guys have learned so far, and what the rumors that you've heard. There have been, you've heard about 3 siblings, so you would know that it is fully believed it's 3. And if someone was saying there's a 4th, it could be sacrilegious, but you're out here in the boonies, so who knows?
The chest open, or is that a chest in the corner?
You do see a footlocker. This is where you would see it's kind of cracked open, and you see that there is a number of items in here that are basically a change of clothes for the priest. He doesn't have anything of value, as you can see.
Yeah, no problem.
Get away from me! You guys hear that from just another part of the church.
Uh-oh. We should probably check that out.
What part of the church have we heard? Like in the main hall here, or is it from?
You heard it right down here, Halstear. As you see, Halstear, as you turn this corner, you can see there's some type of creature that is inking its way up through the floor, as it seems to be trying to crawl over this person that's in front of you.
Yeah, I immediately am pointing at and I'm saying, guys, you better get out of here. We got company.
Oh, for the love of... Can never go anywhere without fighting something, can we?
What is this? You hear from another side of the church down here now.
Could I try to figure out what this thing is?
Yeah, you can see it starting to crawl onto this guy. It looks like ooze to you right now, Halstear.
I immediately am taking a couple shots at it.
All right. And so click your tokens and roll initiative, please.
Not my best initiative.
Oh my gosh, I gotta shut this 3D dice thing off. It's making me like drag and chuck it out there. Okay, there we go. Okay. Halstear, as you're the first one that is going to go, and then Ri'l, you'll start combat. Halstear, go ahead and take a shot.
24?
Oh, yeah.
25 points of damage.
Halstear, as you shoot this right off of this guy, it explodes in this inky mixture just all over him. And the wall, the ground. But you can see the creature itself is gone.
Well, not that strong. That's a plus.
Still gross.
You see another one pop up right next to you, Halstear.
But apparently numerous.
Ri'l, what would you like to do as you see this creature coming out of the ground?
How many of them can I see? A lot of them seem to be blocked by pillars and stuff. I'm just trying to get a good...
We delete these stupid pillars. There you go. Now it should be normal. You won't be able to have those pillars in your way.
Yeah,
The bigger pillars, they are really there.
Okay, no worries there. Yeah, I would run up to the one closest over here and use a dagger on.
All right, let her rip.
15.
15 will hit.
So 11 damage.
Yeah, Rule. This creature, it just explodes in this black inky substance and seeps down into the stone.
Did it seem to be destroyed, or did it seem to be retreating?
You destroyed it for sure. You saw that it was kind of like this mass that was trying to become a humanoid, and you saw that it just dissipated.
Alright, I'll step up to the next one.
Oh yeah.
8 piercing.
This one does not quite kill it.
Alright, I'll take a step back.
Okay, as this creature... Oh, I'm sorry, Rule, can I have a dexterity save as well? I forgot I meant to do this. I did it for the other guy. Wow. Okay, so you can see that as this inky substance burst out into the ground, Rule, you, of course, didn't get any of it on you. However, you did see that next to this one, as you attacked it, another one popped up. It's like it almost, the minute that it survived, it created another copy of itself. And then as you stepped away, oh my god, at nat ones. So you get a free attack if you'd like, Rule.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
And that's a hit.
8 more piercing.
All right, and this creature is now going to die. All right. Anything else, Rule?
Do I need another dex?
This one died. Did you attack it from 5 feet away?
I would have as I was running away, yeah.
Then yes, please. Okay, and this will, so you'll take 6 void damage.
Interesting.
All right. Anything else, Rule?
That's it.
All right. Good job. Halstear.
How tall is the ceiling in this church?
It's very tall. Probably 80 feet in the center, 60 feet on the sides. It's a steepled church.
And I will go up 30 feet flying up. And so I can get a better view, and I'm going to just shoot at this one twice.
As you leave his range, Halstear, he is going to try to hit you. Slam.
Miss.
29, of course, hits.
And not a lot. That's 9 points of damage.
Okay, so it's not quite dead. Oh, yeah.
That's 16 points of damage.
Excellent job. As this creature, of course, gets just splattered by your bullets, nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Okay, great. Okay, so yeah, that's my go. I'm just gonna fly up 30 feet. He didn't get a more aerial view of the place, though the pillars are still in the way. Just a matter of fact that they're very tall as well.
Yeah, they go all the way up. Of course, they're support pillars.
Yeah, I figured. So I'm just gonna be that'll be my turn.
Okay, excellent job. Ri'l.
Okay. Ri'l is going to kind of briskly rush up and release a... This will be DC 17. For some reason it says 16, but... cone of ice that
Ooh, okay.
getting these two.
And so they will both fail.
Okay, for 11 cold damage, and with the spell description, they are encased in ice, and their movement is 0.
And you could see that you have frozen them and did so much damage that they are frozen solid. I don't know why that X is behind him. Oh, what in the world? Anyway, yeah, go ahead.
And this one over here, would Ri'l be able to? Again, I have the actually. I think there's a range on it. It's telepathic speech. Okay, I was going to try to see if Ri'l could like sense any thoughts coming from them, but that's stretching the ability a little bit. So probably just end of turn.
All right, good job. Next up is Rule. Wait, do I have Rule in there twice? Weird. I have Rule on you. I have you with a 21 and an 11.
No. Yeah, 21. I'm not showing the 11 on here.
That is really odd. Oh, I bet that was from earlier when you first clicked it.
That was my first test roll, yeah.
And then, do you guys remember what this void spawn had? I accidentally deleted it.
It would have been between.
A 9. No, wait, that's me.
Oh, he had an 11. He had an 11.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And so next up is him. That's Halstear, Ri'l, the Void Spawn, and then Evan. Okay. So as these creatures begin their turn, they start trying to, like down here, maybe some of you can see, some can't. This creature is trying to crawl all over this commoner. And of course that hits. I accidentally zoomed all the way out on my map. All right, this creature is going to move here. And one pops up here. One pops up here. Each of these are going to be taking their turns as you guys do. Evan, go ahead.
Mia's going to fly up to the one up here and bite it.
Okay. $25 is a hit. And excellent job, Evan, as you bite it, as Mir bites it in half. Give me a dexterity save, please.
Okay, hold on. I just realized I need to add something on Mia's sheet. I accidentally gave him strength saves instead of dex saves.
Oh, no worries. Excellent job. Okay. Anything else, Evan?
Evan's gonna aim at this one down here with his longbow. And he's going to go sharpshooter on these.
Wow, new skills.
Nice.
So that's a 15.
15 is a hit. Excellent job. Nice. And this creature is dead.
Then Evan takes a shot at this one way down here.
Okay.
I'm gonna check how far that is real quick. Yeah, no, he can hit it just fine. 12 to hit.
12? will hit. Excellent job. Another one that just explodes with inky blackness.
How many of these things are there?
Anything else, Evan?
Lots.
He's gonna hop down here. Here. And Mia's going to move over here. And that's it.
Okay, good job, Evan. Next up, we have Ri'l.
Alright, Ri'l's gonna run for here. I think that was right. And he's gonna cast his bouncing ball of undeath.
Nice.
Dexterity save.
He gets an 8.
And then the next one in line as well. It should be able to go for it. Okay, yeah, they both take 32 damage.
Oh, yeah. And they will... Neither one of them will turn into more ink. However, this one here, this guy will have to do a pretty simple dexterity save. Oh, he ain't getting any ink on him. And then it's this one down here, right, Ri'l? Or Ri'l?
Yes, that's correct. Both in.
Okay. Good job, Ri'l. Anything else? You killed both of them, of course.
Yeah, that would be my turn.
Great job. Halstear.
Halstear's going to move just right about here. And he is going to spend a grip point for a piercing shot, so he's going to try and hit both of these in a straight line. First hit, so grip point. So first attack. 18.
So hold on, Halstear. These two guys, these are both dead.
Oh, those are both dead? Oh, the X is behind them, so I thought they were still alive. So they're not.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I need to keep one of them on there so I can keep the turn. But yeah, I'll keep this guy up here.
Then the 18 is heading for that one then.
Perfect. That's a hit. And he, of course, will
27 points.
just die. Excellent job, Halstear.
Okay, then the next shot will be at that one that's attacking that person right there. Yeah, okay, here we go. I'll make it a sharpshooter.
That's a hit.
25 points of damage.
Nice. And that one, of course, will explode. Ooh. As he explodes, you see that two more appear.
Oh, you kidding me?
Okay, anything else, Halstear?
Nope, that will be my go. Alright, just noticing, actually.
All right, good job, Halstear. Next up, Ri'l.
Okay. Ri'l would firstly take a few steps forward just to get a better sense of what's going on. So the only ones Ri'l sees is these two. Do we potentially, hear commotion of any other kind of, tucked behind this pillar over here? Or...
You do hear a guy yelling down there for sure. He's, talking about these creatures. He's one of the first yells you guys heard.
Okay, Ri'l will then come forward a little bit more. Okay, we see way more now. That's good. Does that change what I do at all? Ri'l will upcast to 4th level, sending 3 magic missiles at this one and 3 at this one, to the ones that are going after some of the commoners. So
Nice.
4 plus 3 for the this is going to be the one to the green fella.
Oh, nice. Okay.
This is going to be to the hooded fella. Oh damn, that was full max roll.
Then you guys see as you exploded this one, he did of course die. But then he exploded in this inky substance and it starts leaking down over this commoner and he is screaming like his, acid on his skin or something now. Seems to be in pain. And then of course you killed this guy as well. Good job. And he did not respawn either.
And sorry, this one up here, is this alive or is this like the placeholder for initiative?
This one is still alive.
Okay. So Ri'l would also, kind of point to Evan, knowing that Evan's, acting soon, that there's one still behind us. And that's the end of my turn.
All right. As this creature begins its turn, it's going to get right here. And you see as it starts to breathe in, the other 2 creatures that are here, they disappear, that are down there, they seem to disappear. You guys see that this creature gets a little bit bigger somehow. And then it squirts out this void energy, a void goo that gets both Ri'l and Rule. And can I have dex saves, please? You guys can easily beat this, no problem. So you are not corrupted. You don't need to, Halstear, no.
Okay, got it.
This creature, though, is gone. So is this one. What would you do here, Evan? As you see this ink got larger and then sprayed out this void goo all over Ri'l and Rule. They seem to both block it completely.
Ew. Die, please. And he's going to start shooting at it.
That's a hit, Evan. And what's this look like?
He takes good aim. He aims for the little wall behind him, and then shoots to pin in the exploding goo up against it.
Nice. You guys look around as you can see, Kaisis yelling this whole time. He was like, "So save the people! Save the people! Thank you!" He comes running up to you guys as you see there's no more void energy around. You're out of combat. What? What was that?
About to ask.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. I'm just gonna ask. That guy down there did take damage, yes?
Yes, this guy down here, he's in the green. He is writhing in pain still.
Evan immediately goes over to him and casts Cure Wounds.
Okay.
The two that Ri'l had froze, would they still? I know most of them were seeping back into the ground. Would those two have been kind of, frozen and left above the surface?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, what were those, and why did they seem to come from underneath the church?
Oh. What was that, Halstear?
He's asking anyone on why were they coming from below the church? They seem to be coming from below the church, correct?
I don't know. This is rather frightening. This pretty much solidifies that this church, something's wrong with it, right?
Evidence points to that.
Still. Go ahead, Evan.
Evan's gonna make an insight check, seeing if he's really as surprised as he is, because you can't help but feel like there might be a bit of play for drama in that tone.
Okay. Yeah, do an insight check. He seems to be honest. He really truly believed right there that something was inside the church.
Is there something below that we could investigate? Is there a way down into sub-catacombs?
Well, the thing is, don't you feel it? He puts his hand to his head. The energy, it does seep into the earth from the church, or seeps into the church. I feel it's to the west. I think that foul aura is coming from there. Maybe I could lead you there. He looks at these people around him. I'm so sick of not being able to help them.
Yes, we haven't been here long enough to feel the corruption. But yes, if you could lead us what you feel.
Yeah.
Is there really nothing below the church? No basements or anything?
Not that I know of. I mean, I've only been here the last 12 years, but it could be.
I don't know. I feel like we should at least give everything a once-over just to make sure there's nothing that could lead down below the church. If we don't find anything, we'll head west. I just want to double-check, in case something might be trying to throw us off.
Of course, feel free to look around at your will. I will be ready when you are. I will prepare.
I think there was still one more room up here that we didn't get to see, right? Like one more room that we hadn't opened up yet?
Yeah, there was one more room in the hallway and then lots of doors on the other.
Well, I'd say we get down and figure out what's going on.
Do we need to go through everything, or can we make a cursory roll? How do you prefer, Victor?
Yeah, I think that would be good. Why don't you guys each do whatever ability check you would do to try to find the rest of the stuff in the church, and that will kind of finalize the scene, and I'll let you guys know.
Okay, I'll do investigation.
I'll cast guidance on myself, and
Ri'l would likely do Arcana to try to, be drawn to any, manipulative essences or anything like that.
Okay.
Evan will be... Evan will keep an ear out, trying to see if he can hear any more of that goo who's seeping through the floor, or if it's hitting anything below.
Okay.
So basically perception.
Sure.
Dang it!
Well, Evan, as you look around, you probably went back to that room you missed up there. You realize that was the bathroom. You didn't miss much, Evan. You don't know where this goo is coming from. It seemed to have seeped right into the ground. Halstear and Ri'l, as you look around, you guys would find, no other indication of a basement or any other hidden secrets here. You did see that there's a praying area. There's like an altar. But after further investigation, you know there's nothing hidden here. You found it all.
Mm.
Ri'l, this is the first time where you know, maybe it's the fact that these void energy have been here and you're able to look at it in the ice. Maybe it's that Kaisis, he finally said there's this veeling to the west. But you would believe him. And not only believe him that there's this energy there, but also it is malevolent and it is prepared. So you know that wherever he is leading you to, you need to be ready.
Ri'l would, alert the others to the feeling. Is there anything that Ri'l can discern from it? Like, again, probably just standard, or not standard, but that we can expect it to be something that kind of tries to mess with our minds, I suppose, just given the symptoms of everything else.
Yeah, so you would know, you would get the energy that, or this feeling from the magic that it's not really going to affect your mind in the way of making you, do things immediately. But you can feel this corruption. You know that prolonged exposure to whatever lies ahead of you, it can't be a good thing. It will seep into you and sometimes even be permanent.
I think Ri'l would ready for, as we approach the room, or like as we enter, would ready to cast a mirror image, if that's okay.
As you guys enter what room?
You said we were being led to.
Oh, he's going to lead you out of the church and just to the west.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Sorry, I misunderstood.
Yeah, Ri'l's gonna cast Gift of Lactry on himself as we go.
When we get close enough that we can see where he's leading us, Evan will probably cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay. Well, I believe it's this way. I hope it doesn't take long.
We'll take
And? Go
all
ahead.
right. We'll know when we get there. Let's do this.
All right. So, as you guys start heading west, following Kaisis, he seems to have picked up the trail that, whatever is seeping into the church, maybe these creatures they've left behind. You guys find yourselves at a field filled with purple glowing rocks. Look! Those rocks over there seem to be pulsating with some kind of foul energy. I can feel it. That is the foul magic that I've been feeling this whole time. You see him kneel down, picks up one of those smaller glowing rocks in order to investigate it.
I'm going to stop him from picking that up. If that's as connected to the primordials as I think it is, that's not a good thing to pick it up. It's probably not a good idea to do that.
Oh, surely it's fine. What's this glowing mean?
Could I do an Arcana check?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think we
course.
both had the same thought. To use guidance.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least my version of guidance. Ah, that was a terrible roll. That's a 14.
So many 17.
Right? Halstear, you can feel that there is magical energy around here, and you can even probably pinpoint it to the center. Ri'l, you know that these little ones that are glowing out here, they don't seem to have, any type of malevolent magic, but you are getting the sense of almost that feeling of elemental energy mixed with that same inky substance that you guys recently encountered. You know that moving towards that middle point, that's where whatever is waiting for you is going to be.
I don't think these small stones will hurt you, but I wouldn't approach with us as we investigate further.
Evan's going to make a nature check to try and see how this purple or magic stone is affecting everything around it, from the grass as to the trees and everything else.
Great, yeah, great idea.
Dang it! I am not doing good on my rolls tonight.
That's not too bad. As you look at this, the one things you can see, Evan, is that, at first, this rock does seem to be, the plants, the grass, the little bit of roots that are right around this rock, they do seem to be getting better. They seem a little hardier. But you notice around the fringes of it, kind of the outer edge of this aura the rock is leaving, it does seem to be darker.
It's weird. Things look better closer to it, but on the fringes there's a sort of darkness to it. Be careful when approaching, and don't touch it. You probably wanna hide behind the rocks over here, Evan will say to the priest.
Ah, yes, I suppose that's not the best idea. That I leave this area. I'll stay here. Oh, that big one in the middle sure looks special. Oh, he trips and falls.
Stop touching them.
Oh, I touch nothing, my fair dragon friend. Just this mushroom here that seems to... What are these, spores?
Don't touch that either. Let's get over to the rock before he does something that's gonna get himself hurt.
So, what would you guys like to do here? Is there anything else? Do you want to approach? Do you... what are you guys doing as you observe here? Right now, you see that huge glowing center, and that rock does seem to be emanating energy. The ground around it is almost crackling with this energy.
Evan's gonna go stealth and approach from up here. To get a closer look. I'm assuming that this is an elevated spot up here.
It is.
Right?
It's about 20 feet down.
Gonna do pass without traces up, so I'm going to go into stealth.
Ooh,
There.
nice.
That's a 39.
Evan and basically just disappears from view. Oh god, there's 2 rules.
Oh, he's huge. I can make you smaller, Ri'l. I forgot when you drag them out, they're big because they're saved from that first level or first map.
Alright, doing that for me and 2.
Alright, my map
got
point
17.
Say that again, Ri'l.
My map went blank. All I see is gray now. No map. No picture.
It was like as soon as I dragged out your second token. Let's give it. I bet it lost. No, it says it has vision. And there's no vision on this map actually.
Maybe he lost permission with his
Yeah,
tokens.
that might be. What's that, Evan?
Oh, I said that maybe he lost permission with the tokens.
Oh. I haven't had that happen before.
It's back, so...
Okay, cool. It might be just this jump gate beta. It's a little... Things are a little different.
Yeah, makes sense.
So, Evan, as you approach, are you going to get closer? Or are you staying right here? You could pretty much move around that whole area if you'd like, because you had a nat 20, basically invisible. As you look here, Evan, you get a little closer. It's almost like this void energy can sense you. As this creature, it bursts through the ground. And you can see it's almost like energy itself seems to be hovering around that rock. What would you like to do, Evan?
Evan's going to back up a bit. He doesn't feel like it's a good idea to approach any further without at the others.
Do we see it moving around in the center as well?
Yes, Ri'l. Anyone that is within sight of this creature, you would be able to see that it indeed seems to be bursting forth from the ground.
Oh, that's perfect. He's already got the rifle up and ready to go. This is gonna be. I think that's the source of our problems. We after we get rid of that thing, we need to get rid of this.
And so, I think it's the perfect time. How about you guys roll initiative? You know, the one thing I did not add to this game that I should have is battle music.
All the hunting themes seem to be the right sort or right kind of a thing right now.
Roll's initiative was 20.
Okay, Ri'l, how are you going to start this off here for us?
I'm going to cast Blade Song on myself and take a step over here behind my double and launch some Eldritch Blasts at this.
Nice.
25 on the.
That's a hit.
A 31 on the second.
Oh my.
And a 14.
And a 14 will hit.
All right. So 23 damage there. And he will step up to the edge of the purple, try not to step on any of the cracks, and throw a dagger at the.
Okay. Oh yeah.
For 9 pierce. And then my duplicate will activate his blade song as well. And he's going to approach and take some attack. $18.
18 will hit.
All right, for 26 damage.
Nice.
And 9. Oh, no thunder damage on that one. So,
Okay.
and he's going to stay there. We'll see if we blink in or out of existence. And we both stay on this plane.
Okay. Good job. Good first turn. Next up, Halstear.
Halstear again flies 30 feet up, and he is going to take 2 shots. First shot will be with grit point aims for advantage. And this will be a sharpshooter. 20.
20 will hit.
25 points of damage.
Oh yeah, nice job.
And then second is a regular 18
18 will hit.
for another 9 points.
Nice.
And yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay, good job, Halstear. Next up, the evil creatures' first turn. And as these creatures begin their turn, they actually transform. They don't really transform in a sense of, changing shape, but you do see that there are many more of them than what it looked like in the beginning. Oh, whoops, not Ri'l again up there.
Yeah, there could be more of me.
Right? Could have another doppelganger episode. Okay, so as these creatures first begin their turn, these two right here are going to try to slam into Ri'l's version of himself. And these look exactly like those inky void spawns that you guys saw before.
Those will miss.
And those both, of course, miss. Then this bigger one that's right next to that creature, Ri'l, it is going to move into your space, into this creature's space, as it is able to do this. And when it does that, it's going to try to whelm this. Is this a physical Ri'l, or is it an ethereal?
No, he should be a physical copy by my understanding of the spell.
All right, and so can I have a strength save, please? As basically this void energy tries to drag him down and bludgeon him. Okay, so it'll be actually a 4d8 plus 2. So 25 damage to your copy here.
And you see him call up his spells, and he will absorb all of that damage.
Excellent. It does grapple to you, as now you are restrained. And so if your creature needs to breathe, your copy needs to breathe, you will find yourself needing to hold your breath. This larger creature, it will move 30 feet, 5, 10, 15, 20, 22-ish. And he is going to whelm. As each of you, could you please give me strength saves as Halstear and Ri'l, you will, this energy tries to get you.
He's at the 10. Wow, holy crap.
At least it wasn't nat ones this time.
Right.
Yeah.
So it will be 2d8 plus 2. So only 12 bludgeoning damage. And you both find yourselves being pulled down by this ethereal energy as it is grappling you. I'm gonna... How about these fists? Okay. That is going to be the end of that creature's turn. This creature's going to go out here. This one's going to go out here. This one is... Actually, this one is going to stay near its rock, and it is going to do something else. Ri'l, what would you like to do?
You're seeing me testing templates. No, just giving you shit. Let's see. Ri'l is thinking of... I want to do that. I think that would take out a fair number of them. Yeah, Ri'l is going to cast at 5th level and also cast, well, being synaptic static. So it's going to get Yeah, it's this. So we'll get these 4 creatures, and then we're also going to cast it. Height is 1 target. Yeah, we're gonna then spend 1 sorcery point as well, so the rule duplicate does not need to worry about it.
Okay, nice.
And let me roll up the damage for you.
Everyone fails, I believe. Because yours is higher than 17, isn't it?
No, it's 17. It is 17 right now. 16
Okay.
was the error. So,
Well,
but
this one, it won't matter on him because of the damage. However, Ri'l, could you please give me a dexterity save, please? So each of these creatures are going to die. Nice. Also, okay, that is Ri'l. What is it? Or I'm sorry, Ri'l. What does it look like as this creature down here? This energy that you've pushed into it is going to destroy it.
So it almost, this void energy, Ri'l, being somewhat familiar with it in the astral, kind of manipulates the psychic forces around it, and it just begins to slowly implode on itself.
Nice. And you see, as it does that, it does indeed die.
Sweet. And then the one surviving will have a minus d6 to all attack rolls. And that will be the end of Ril's turn.
Excellent job. Great turn, Ri'l. Next up, Evan Silvano.
Mia is going to fly down at this one over here and bite it.
Bite right in. 20 will hit. Can I have a dex save, Mir? Nice. As none of this inky substance gets on you.
Evan's then going to take a shot at this one over here. I'll turn on sharpshooter for this. $13 to hit.
13 will hit. And this creature, the energy starts to seep out of it and goes back down to the ground. Nice job, Evan.
Then he'll take aim at the one up here with another longbow shot.
Okay. Oh, that's a hit.
Almost had a crit.
That was really good. Nice job.
And Mir's fire infused strike goes off for another 2 fire damage.
Excellent. Anything else, Evan?
Nope, that's his turn.
Excellent turn. Top of the turn is Ri'l.
Alright, I'm going to cast Misty Step and teleport out of the grapple.
All right.
And then my duplicate is going to take a step to this side and cast the Ball of Unlife at the other one.
Okay.
A dexterity save.
Oh my
And
goodness.
Takes 38 points of necrotic damage.
And what's it look like here, Ri'l?
He just fades to black as the death ray comes through him.
Nice job.
And we both blink to the other plane of existence.
Oh, cool. All right. Excellent job. Next up is Halstear, who is being restrained by this energy.
I'm grappled right now, so I need to break out of this, otherwise I'm gonna have some problems. Oh, I'm gonna make a is it a strength save?
It is a strength save or athletics to try to break out.
I'm gonna go strength save.
And you indeed successfully break out, Halstear.
Oh, fantastic. Did that take my action, or was it just
It does take your action.
my action? Okay, in that case, I don't like being near this thing. Bonus action, casting adjusting thrusters, aka... Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Sorry, wrong spell. That one, Afterburners.
Nice.
Bonus action, dashing, and trying to get out of there, so 60 feet up. Straight up. Away from...
Nice. Getting out of there.
Good distance.
Does it say... So it's not a... You don't disengage.
No, I don't disengage. It still has an attack of opportunity.
He only gets a 20.
That's would hit. I cast shield, so it's plus
Nice.
5. So this is the first time Halstear's used this. So as he's afterburning away and this thing comes after him, it looks like it's about to hit him, but then he hits a mark, on, a rune on his arm, and a blue shield comes up protecting him as he gets out of the way.
Nice. Excellent.
Yeah, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. Good job. As this energy, this elemental creature is looking around, it's like, where did everyone go? Oh, there's my rock, and I love that rock. And it moves back to this area as it doesn't see, it clearly couldn't get Halstear. It doesn't see Ri'l. And Ri'l is on the other side of the plane. Ri'l, what would you like to do?
Okay. Ri'l, well, kind of, not actively hiding, but still behind these rocks. Actually, I guess I would need to see it, but we'll upcast to 3rd level. Just do a, what's it called? Magic missile. So that will be 16 force.
It's excellent. Nice job.
And then Ri'l, did not mean that was a circle, but would then kind of take a little half step, still kind of behind these rocks, and will bonus action my Starlight Step, kind of without trying to just get to this other set of rocks without it really seeing. And we'll then kind of, continue and tuck in over here. And that'll be end of turn.
Excellent job. Good job. Next up, Evan.
Evan's going to aim from on high down at this thing. Sharpshooter is on. I'm using inspiration for that.
All right. Sounds good.
There we go. 25 to hit.
25 will hit.
And another 6 fire damage.
Excellent job.
And one more shot. 13 to hit.
Nice. What does this look like, Evan?
Evan tries to aim for what he thinks is the core, or basically that little. I don't know if you guys can't. It's hard for me to point out on the token, but it looks like there's like a little face thing up here. Yeah.
Yeah.
He basically tries to aim for that, to try and basically make it dissipate into nothingness.
Nice. Okay, and that's exactly what happens. As that one disappears, you hear from the southern part of the map where you guys have told Kaisis to go. You got them! You got them! Oh, friends! So he tumbles down this little cliffside, stumbling, falling. Oh, God! Ow! I shouldn't have jumped off that.
I'll heal you up. Give me a sec.
Yes. Please, that would be quite nice. Thank you. Oh, it feels better.
You are very overexcited, you know that?
I thought these creatures were gone, but can't you all feel it? It's not over yet, my friends. I see it to the northwest. I can feel there's more. Follow me.
Whoa, oh, careful. Oh, well, you just tumbled down the cliff. Don't go on too far without us.
Oh, I'm almost better, I assure you.
Shouldn't
I'm
we
sure.
examine the stone first? See if we can figure out more about this thing?
Oh, what you mean? Like gather intel or learn? Why would we do that?
For obvious reasons, that sounds a big deal why those things came out.
Oh, yes, I suppose that could be right. Well, okay, I'll wait here. Next to this nice rock here.
You sit down. I'm going to examine this thing. I'm guessing Ri'l's doing the same.
Are you gonna do investigation or are you doing Arcana?
I'll do investigation. You do if you want to do the Arcana.
That'll work for me.
And if Ri'l would try to not be investigating the stone, but maybe, keeping vigilant for, the sensation of anything else spawning, to just warn you to while studying.
Okay. Ri'l, you get a definite sense of magical energy here, and you know that if you do not destroy this rock, this energy, maybe it will come back. Halstear, as you investigate this, you can tell that there certainly was a magical energy here, but in any magic that was here seems to be gone. You can feel this evil still near, but you think this rock, there's no harm in it anymore. What were you saying, Ri'l? I'm sorry, Halstear. You're going to do what in the meantime, Ri'l?
Ri'l was just, given that we've encountered a fair number of these void entities, be kind of just attuning their senses, whether it be with detect magic or just general, psionic abilities, to just sense if there was like one about to appear, to just give warning to the two while they were investigating.
Gotcha. Okay. And what were you going to say, Halstear?
I'm not picking up any more magic. It's whatever is here is still around, but not here.
Would I know what it would take to destroy this rock?
It does look like this rock has been here for a very long time. But, maybe with enough force, you could. It does seem to already have a crack. Several of the rocks around this area do seem to be cracked, and Ri'l, you can see that that's where that energy is coming from.
All right. Me and my duplicate are both going to attack it with Ravith and cast Dispel Magic at the same time.
Nice.
Or not.
As at first you take that swing, Ri'l, and you hit that perfect part of the stone where just on the outside of the rock, it, you know, basically deflected your blade right into the crack but didn't do any damage. But it just reverberated through your hands. You also would have looked quite silly to your friends. But your other one, it seems to just split this rock right down the center, and you see that purple energy immediately disperses. You don't even see it on the ground anymore.
Nice. All right. That means we should be good to go. Oh, now. Oh, Evan turns to the priest. This is why you always check before you leave something behind.
He looks at the rock behind him that he was leaning on. Hey, this rock isn't warm anymore. Turn it back on.
You are not very bright, are you?
Would Ri'l potentially insight and see if that was, you know, a genuine him just being aloof, or more of like an act potentially?
Sure.
If he's potentially disappointed about the rock.
Yeah.
I'll use my... Yeah. Fuck it, I'll use the tonight's inspiration.
Okay.
Nope. Made it worse.
Tough to gauge him. You know, he does seem like an idiot. Also, let's go ahead and take our 10-minute break before you guys move to the next scene. Okay. So, as each of you have, you know, seen, what happened here, of course, was the priest leaned up against the rock. He was waiting on you guys to proceed. Ri'l has smashed the rock in half, dispelled the magic. You no longer see these cracks and... well, you still see the cracks, rather, but you don't see that energy flowing from these cracks anymore. You still know there is this presence, this evil presence somewhere. And the priest, he claims it's to the northwest. What would you guys like to do now?
Will, can you confirm that's the northwest and it's not just trying to throw him off?
Ri'l could certainly try. Would that be Arcana?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you were able to feel it before.
Okay. And would also Guidance. Taking it to 16.
Yeah, you know he's right. You can feel it to the north, to the northwest. You're not 100% sure, but you know there is something greater than what you've fought so far. Now, what would you guys like to do?
Well, I guess we'll head northwest.
Yeah, northwest it is.
But Evan's gonna tell the priest, you might want to head back. We might be coming up on the main source of it all, and I don't want you getting her in the crossfire.
Oh, no, I couldn't do that. I want to see this through. Now I feel like it's almost a mission of my own. This dark energy, I must make sure that it can't harm my people anymore. It's just up ahead.
Well, okay. Hey, but let us take the lead, please.
Come. You guys arrive at what seems to be a cliff with a huge door that is glowing with a bluish color. It looks like a portal, but you can't be sure what to call it exactly. Around it are two statues of what looks like priests on two rocks a bit further away, and there are two diamond-shaped objects. This must be it. I can feel the foul energies coming from inside that portal. They used to be one of these great ritual sites at the Church of the Stars, but now they haven't been used in many years. I don't know why that portal is active, but maybe you can help me close it and shut out this corruption once and for all.
We should proceed carefully with how we do it, because I'm pretty sure the moment we try that, whatever's causing it is gonna be mad and try and attack us.
Well, I don't think anything evil's gonna come out. Well, I think I'll go after one of these and you go after the other, right?
Evan places a hand on his shoulder to get him to stop. No. Oh, you do not have the skills we do. It's really best if you don't try to force yourself into this. I appreciate you helping us, but you might get hurt. This is really dangerous stuff we're dealing with here, clearly.
Well, I've been trying to save my people for quite some time, so if it's dangerous, I mean, well, you're here to protect me, right?
I mean, yeah, but we
That's what
can't
we're gonna-
guarantee it.
And the best way we can do that is you not trying to get too close to these things and into potential line of fire. It's best if you stay back and keep an eye out. How you can inform us if you notice anything weird going on, okay?
I suppose, yes, that's what you can do. Well, in the past, you're supposed to touch that diamond or crystal, whatever's up there. Focus your powers on it. And then, I believe you're supposed to clear your mind. Maybe you can try to channel the power to close this portal.
Alright. I think that's something and you guys would be more capable of. I'm not the most in tune with arcane magic after all.
Well, here, I know you'll need this if you don't know the deep magic. You'll need this pendant to work the crystal. He pulls off his necklace, and you see there's a pendant on the end of it. Of course, if you're an arcane user, you may be able to override it without the pendant.
Well, no. Ri'l? Oh, what do you think?
I think it's worth a shot. Me and my duplicate will climb up to each crystal and see what we can do.
Yep. Well, keep an eye. I'll stay by the portal and try and. If anything comes through, me and Ri'l will take care, and Evan will take care of it.
Okay.
Evan will have his bow at the ready.
Yep. Halstear already has his gun at the ready as well.
Ri'l, as you climb up and you see these floating diamonds, you can see that they both look to be already on. The energy that is coming from this, it does not feel like that void energy from before. This is a common energy you have felt in the past. You know that this is portal technology. It's not exactly arcanotech, but you do know it is intricately linked with magic and science. Just looking at it right now, you could do an arcana, a perception, investigation. What would you like to do as you're within a couple feet of each of them, Ri'l?
I would definitely be Arcana.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
You know, as you try to focus on the magical parts of this contraption, you can see that it is a portal, and that's all you know. You're not sure how much of your energy you're going to have to put in it, Of course, you know, you're an expert in magic. You know exactly how to use this, but you just don't know how long it's going to take.
I think I can handle this, but it may take a while.
Do you want the pendant?
Yeah, I don't think it could hurt.
Evan takes the pendant. I was gonna shoot it over to you, man.
I can come get it. It's close enough.
Okay. Hey, Evan will hand it down to you.
And yeah, Ri'l, you see, take this pendant. You can see it's gold colored. It has what looks like 3 points on it, and it's got this almost like inky texture to it. It's slippery in your hand.
Can I cast Identify on it?
Yeah.
And how does the inky...
Oh yeah, so
feel?
you're casting it's immediate, right?
Yes, I would be doing it.
As you feel it, you know that it's covered in sweat. This inky substance, it doesn't seem to be that same void energy. It must have been, from this guy's chest area. Maybe he was pretty nervous. But you can also see that this pendant does not seem to be magical. It is clearly a religious fixture that is more like a way for someone to channel energy. Looking at it, it probably would assist in you channeling your energy into the diamond correctly.
All right. If I think I can do it, I would make an attempt.
All right. And so as you make this attempt, Ri'l, first give me a wisdom check as you start looking at this and using your pendant.
It was just a wisdom check, wisdom save.
Correct. Wisdom check. And so this pendant will assist you by 3. However, as you first channel the energy into this diamond, it immediately makes this energy at the end of the portal pop out. As you can see, everyone that's been watching that portal, readying, for creatures to pop out, you do indeed finally see them. As this creature... this creature and this creature, they all move forward here as they step out of this portal. Could each of you roll initiative?
Gold is a 20.
One, two, three, 4. Halstear, as you're the first to see these creatures step through the void, they step out right to here. What would you like to do as you see Ri'l has obviously started doing whatever he is attempting?
Okay, I am seeing that I see these creatures coming out. I don't like that very much at all. I am going to use 4 charges from my Chrono Core and going to cast Gravity Sync.
Nice.
This is why I always like to be first.
And so, Gravity Sinkhole.
35 points of damage, need to make a DC 16 con save.
Okay. Those
Well,
are two
one-
void spawns. They are the two front ones. One passed. Wow. And the other two fail.
So one of them doesn't take anything since it's a nat 20, but the other two are pulled into the center and take 35 points of damage.
Excellent. This creature right here, of course, is going to explode in that inky substance.
And yeah. Yeah. And, how with it? I'm gonna use action surge.
Nice.
That off. After that, I am just going to take a couple shots. Personally, at that one, at the little one, because I don't like the little ones blowing up.
Okay.
18.
Oh, yeah. And
18 points of damage.
excellent. Whoops, didn't mean to roll D8.
Oh, that one's already.
Excellent job, Halstears. You destroy that first inky creature.
17 on that one.
17 on him will miss.
That's what I thought. Okay, then that'll be my go.
Good first start. Good job. Ri'l, as your turn begins, clearly you can see that you will need to, as you have used your wisdom check in the beginning, you now understand it will take you trying to use your wisdom in order to make this machine work, in order to close this portal. What would you like to do?
I'll call out to anyone else. This takes a wisdom-based spellcaster more than an intelligence. Would someone else like to try? And then my duplicate is going to cast Wall of Force in a tube around the gate as close as it can get.
Okay, and block that portal?
Yes.
Okay, nice.
So yeah, basically 10-foot squares can be blocked off.
Excellent, so you're able to encase the whole portal here.
And that would be my turn.
All right, so with your... Because that was just your duplicate. Was your other guy...
If my duplicate did anything, yeah, I wouldn't try using my wisdom again. I would try to get someone else over here that may feel better about it. But
Okay.
I would stay here.
Excellent, sounds good. Evan, what would you like to do?
Evan's gonna shoot at the one that's still out of the out, basically. Gonna turn on sharpshooter for this. $15, I'm gonna guess misses.
15 is going to miss.
That's what I thought. Here we go again. 25.
Oh, yeah.
Add another 4 fire damage to that from Mia's Infused Strike. And then, let's see here. Oh yeah, Mia can get there. Mia flies up and bites it. 24.
24 will hit.
5 piercing, 5 fire, and 1 poison.
Excellent job.
Evan looks back to the priest. Might want to back up a bit more, but just to be safe. And that's his turn.
All right, excellent turn. Go ahead, Ri'l, as I reload roll 20 one more time.
Okay. All good. Ri'l is going to be pretty simple for now. Going to bonus action Starlight Step to pull back a little bit. Take a few steps, and then again a little further, and then I'm going to hold an action to cast a heightened hold monster after its
Okay.
turn. Yeah, so that's the end of my turn. Once it acts, Ri'l will then cast that spell.
Okay, so once this creature finishes its turn, then this spell goes off.
Correct.
All right. As this creature begins its turn, and Mir has, came right up in its grill, he will try to slam into Mir with a 17.
Miss.
All right, and then he will use Void Slime with his bonus action, and that will allow him to slide up to 40 feet. So he will slide, taking no opportunity attack. He will essentially turn into like a goo or a ooze, and he will slide right here. As he slides down into this ooze and comes up right in front of you, he is going to use Void Gaze. And Evan and Halstear, would you both give me wisdom saving throws, please?
Okay. Ooh, nope.
As you both failed, you will no longer have reactions, your speed will be halved, and you can't make more than one attack on your turn. In addition, you can take either an action or a bonus action. Of course, at the end of each of your turn, you could try this one more time and try to get out of that Void Gaze. That will be the end of this creature's turn. As Kaisis begins his turn, he runs up to Ri'l. He's like, "Oh, that one told me I should be safe a little more, And he gets right behind you, Ri'l, like he's hunkering down behind you. "Oh, but, the void, it also tells me certain things." And he tries to hit you over the head with his quarterstaff.
Okay. That misses, but also before he acted, Ri'l would also have then casted the spell on the
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
No, all good.
Sorry. Go ahead.
All good. So that is going to be a DC 17 Wisdom at disadvantage.
He gets a 9.
Okay. So it is going to be, I believe it's paralyzed, is the hold monster.
It is.
Nice. Okay.
And at the end of its turn, it can make another save.
Ooh,
yeah.
Okay. However, Ri'l, I do apologize for this. It is immune
to paralyzed.
to paralyzed.
All good.
Well, I had to have something good like that.
But does it take damage or no?
No, that's a save or suck control.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yep. All good.
All right. So then, of course, this 18 that'll miss, right? When he tries to smack you in the back of the head.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, and so he's gonna try one more time. He's like, "Ah, damn you! But I wasn't trying to hit you." Halstear, what would you like to do?
Speed is half, not great. And I'm going to use an action. Just checking a little charge. I'm going to activate Pulse Wave, spending 3 charge. Testing. it is a 30-foot cone. DC 16 in con save again.
Fails.
Fails, takes 17 points of damage, and it is then it's either pulled toward or I am pushing it 15 feet away from us.
Okay. Oh, you know what? He has advantage.
Yeah. Oh, he just makes it.
Ooh.
Takes half the damage and does not get pushed.
Excellent job, though, Halstear. Good job. Anything else?
Well, that's it. So I gotta make the save and see if I can get out of this void gate.
Try to get out of there.
I'm gonna use the
Okay.
That's better.
Nice. And you find yourself, at the end of this turn, Halstear, you can see that the grass looks green again, the colors look normal. This gaze is done affecting you.
Okay, yep, that's my go though.
Ri'l, what would you like to do?
Does he seem beefier than the last ones we fought, or anything different about?
This one does seem to be quite different. From your vantage point, you could do a perception or investigation, arcana, insight, if you want to try to gauge the difference of this creature. Yeah, looking at it, you can see it seems to be about the same size as the last creatures you fought, but this one, it seems to have taken real form. It finally looks like maybe what those beginning void spawns want to be. You're finally seeing that this creature may have, it be the representation of them.
All right, I'm gonna cast, and a bolt of unlife shoots both from me and a second one from my duplicate.
Nice. And so he needs to do 2 dexterity saves?
2 dexterity saves. And it is a spell, so he would have advantage. He'd fail the first one and fail the second one.
This failure!
26 and 29 points of necrotic damage.
Excellent. Okay, good job. Anything else, Ri'l?
Let's see if I stay here. My duplicate disappears.
Okay.
Goes to the other plane.
All right, excellent job, Ri'l. Next up, Evan.
This feels weird. Do not like. Alright. I've about had it with you weirdos, so just go away! And he's going to use Drake's Breath on this thing.
Nice.
This will be DC 15, Dex save. Oh, ignore that extra 10, please.
So he will get a 15.
Yep, he beats it. So that's half damage at 16 fire.
All right, good job. Anything else, Evan?
Making that wisdom save. Nice.
Nice, excellent job. Both of you have stepped out of the void gaze.
Oh, jeez. Hit you. Whoever looks
Yeah,
back
this-
at the he's trying to hit Ri'l.
Say that again, Evan.
He wasn't really able to see it before because you kind of mentioned it was all black to him, but now he notices that a priest is right behind Ri'l with his quarterstaff out, and he's like, "What are you doing?"
Gotcha, yeah. All right, excellent job, Evan. Next up, Ri'l.
Okay. Ri'l is going to, again, casting it heightened, is going to target the Herald with Psychic Lance. So this will be flat because of its resistance, and this is going to also be DC 17. Intelligence save.
Oh god, he nat ones. Oh god. Nice,
Okay.
44 psychic damage.
And it is incapacitated until my next turn.
Nice, and
Is
it
it
is
immune?
not immune to that.
And then Ri'l is also going to spend 2 sorcery points and spin around, casting Booming Blade non-lethally if I can. I don't know if actually that can be done non-lethal. Can it? Because it is a melee. You're attacking with the weapon.
Let's leave it up to the Die of Destiny. It cannot be lethal. Or cannot be
non-lethal.
cannot be non-lethal.
Well, Ri'l is in the fiction swiping for the leg, but we'll see what actually happens.
Sure.
A 15.
15 hits.
Okay, so that's the blade itself does 11, and then the booming blade does another 13.
He's like, ah! Does not kill him yet though, Ri'l.
Okay.
There you go.
And Ri'l will step away and just say to him, "It's like I do not care what the void says. You'd be wise not to move."
Ah, and he raises his staff, but then he doesn't bring it down on you as you move away, Ri'l. I will fight it! Anything else?
No, that is the end of my turn.
All right, and this creature is incapacitated. As Kaisis begins his turn, he's like, yes, the void, it must die.
No.
And he tries to smack this void creature 2
He would
times.
take 14 thunder upon moving to the void creature.
And he's like, as you see this thunder just rain down from the heavens, it's this booming sound, and seems to only affect him, as you see his eardrums burst, and he dies.
I'll be honest, he was too stupid to live at this point.
Good one. Excellent. Good job, Kaisis, you dead bastard. Halstear,
I told
you're
him
up.
not to move.
Right?
Yeah.
Told him not to.
Dumbass. Yeah, I'm just looking at this guy like, dumbass. And I'm going to, yeah, I'm gonna move. It's incapacitated, so I'm gonna move back because I am as I've said before, I'm not a good in distance, but I don't want him near me. As I fly there, I am going to take a couple shots. I am spending my second grip point for advantage. Sharpshooter. So close to being a nat 20. 25.
25 will hit.
19 points of damage.
What's this look like as you kill this creature, Halstear?
Halstear is backing up, and then he pulls out the rifle, takes careful aim, takes a deep breath, aims for the center mass where he hopes it's where it dies, and then makes the shot as this thing hopefully dies without blowing up.
Halstear, you see as this creature writhes and shrinks, this ink that sprays everywhere. It seems like it is certainly going to miss you. You know, you're really far away. But it pretty much covers Evan. Evan, can I have a dexterity save?
Thank goodness I'm proficient in these. Probably doesn't save though.
Unfortunately, at this point, it does not save. That does not save. However, this void damage that it does seep into your skin, you can feel it, Evan, as it this time doesn't just, burn you, but it angers you. You're feeling, this anger in you that probably wasn't there before. This all of a sudden you're mad at Halstear, the one that caused this corruption to be seeped into your skin. It's you feel this surge of anger.
Ugh, could you not have shot it until I was away? Ugh, fucking. Don't like this.
What would you guys like to do as you find yourselves out of immediate danger and out of combat? Of course, the wall of force is still at the portal. It is wrapped around it. You can see Ri'l's copy has leapt off the diamond. Halstear, what were you doing?
Halstear is just laying out his little mini multifunction, and trying to clean up Evan the best they can.
Nice.
Careful where you're pointing that thing. Jeez.
Calm down, Evan. It's just a little goop. Oop, you've had worse.
I know, but it pisses me off for some reason. I don't get why. It got on me, and all of a sudden I'm pissed. I don't like it. I don't know why I'm like this.
Ri'l would kind of crick their head and look to Evan a little bit. You don't seem to be yourself, do you?
Kinda not, I guess. I mean, I was already a bit miffed at the priest for being such an idiot, but now I'm actually more miffed at Halstear, even though he kinda killed it. I think it's because is that void crap in me? Ugh, how do I get it out?
Ri'l just, you hear almost, you see his mouth moving, but you hear more in your mind. It's okay.
Evan will just let it take over on him.
And Evan, you immediately start feeling calmer. You start that emotion, that rage. This maybe it reminded you of being a younger dragonborn, where you were, a little less in control of your emotions. But now you're feeling much better about the situation.
Thanks. Sorry about that.
This is not permanent. It's hard to totally flip someone's emotions, but it gives us a moment to calm you, figure out what's causing it.
Right. When it exploded, like all the other ones, it felt different from what I was seeing before. Like, it feels like it kind of got under my scales in a very literal sense.
I suppose I could try. This might be a stretch, but if Ri'l is able to maybe focus in on the kind of void-like substance and potentially shape water to maybe aid Halstear in cleaning Evan off.
Okay.
Evan was going to make a medicine check on himself to see if he can and see where it got in at and if he can help basically expunge it.
Absolutely. Evan, do a medicine check on yourself.
Could
Ri'l?
I just quick? Could I cast guidance on him and give him a little bit of assistance through my drones?
Of course. And call him Mr. Fantastic. As Ri'l, you're able to use some of your abilities to help Halstear get this inky substance off of Evan. Evan, as you look at yourself, of course you do see little cuts and little things that you've suffered from the battle. But you know that this anger, this sickness, or this corruption that you feel, maybe it's more than what you can see, because you don't see how this, could still be affecting you. Even now, you're feeling a little bit of that anger rise again.
Coming back up again. I don't like this. Can someone just knock me out so that you can deal with it later?
We might need you later.
Will's duplicate's gonna drop the shield and see if he can see through the portal at all.
Okay. Yeah, Ri'l, as you look through that portal, you can see that it looks like almost like space, but blue, and it's changing. You see stars in there. Sometimes you see planets, and it seems to be going past. You also, being this close, you would feel an immense surge of just pressure trying to come forth through this portal.
I think we need to get the portal shut down. Unless we want to see what's causing the issues on the other side.
I don't want to deal with this thing anymore. I don't like how angry it's making me. Why don't we just close the portal and be done with it?
Could I try to figure out, do an insight check on Evan and figure out how much of this is actually his emotions and not what is affecting him?
Yeah. Do you want to try Arcana or Insight?
Let's do Arcana. And then again, I'll do the guidance.
Okay.
So 23.
Yeah, you can tell that this corruption is directly linked to that open portal. You can clean Evan as much as you want, but outside of some type of restoration magic or closing that portal down, you think this is only going to get worse.
Yeah, then I'm gonna go help Ri'l try and. I'm just look to Ri'l. Keep an eye on Evan, and the only when I can gather, the only way to help Evan is to either close the portal or one of us do a restoration. Since I don't see Riston around, I'm gonna help Ri'l try and close the portal.
Ri'l would give you a nod and just kind of mentally connect to Evan and try
Will
to.
would tell Halstear that the crystals take wisdom magic that I was not able to control. If we could figure out if somebody has better use of their wisdom than I do.
I mean, I'm not much better, but I'll give it a try.
Evan, how is your wisdom?
That's kind of my main inability to cast magic with. So, but I don't know if it'd be a good idea considering. He just flails his arms around, kind of upset.
Ri'l, you go ahead with what you were saying.
Ri'l was just going to kind of, psionically stay connected with Evan and trying to, not with any, not with like calm emotions, but just through speaking with him, try and maybe help him assist in fighting off any potential, surges of emotion.
Okay. And
see
then,
the,
yeah, go ahead.
silver flame flow to Ri'l's hand as he casts greater restoration with the silver flame on Evan.
Evan, you immediately feel, as Ri'l casts this on you, immediately feel cured. You know that your emotions have returned to yourself. You feel, completely whole again.
Thanks, man. Oh, you had to use such powerful magic on me like that.
That's what it's for, to keep us all safe.
I'm going up to Evan. If Evan, you're good. Rule says that us will have to use some sort of wisdom-based magic. Heck on those crystals.
Is that so? Well,
Yeah.
I'll take the pendant and I'll head and try out the other one then, if you want me to.
Yeah, I'll give you the pendant, and Roll's duplicate's gonna step through the portal.
Mm.
All right, and I'm once again reloading roll 20.
Oh no.
My goodness. Okay. So, Rule, as your duplicate steps through the portal, you immediately can see that you are transported back to that church. You can see that this corruption, wherever it's leading, it's, in that church. And you see what looks like the same type of creature, just much, much larger. And it is waiting there, trying to push its way through this portal and come in.
So it's in the church trying to come this direction.
Correct.
So my duplicate's gonna cast Sending to Roll and tell him that. And he's gonna try to step back through. I don't know if he'll be able to or not.
Okay, so in the meantime, while he's doing that, Halstear, you said you and Evan are both up near the diamonds. Let's see what you guys do first. As you can see, Rule's duplicate has just stepped through the portal. Halstear, what are you doing here?
I mean, I don't know how much I'm going to be helpful, but I'm going to try and use my own limited knowledge of Arcana and stuff to try and use it on this crystal, unless the pendant is a key.
So the pendant does indeed help you use this machine that's kind of like a mix of machine and magic. You would need a wisdom check in order to work it.
Okay, I'm going to make a wisdom check. And I am, again, using guidance, because I think I'm going to need all help I can.
Absolutely. Good start.
That's 21.
Nice. Halstear, as you immediately understand the workings of this, you can turn it and immediately interact with it in order to shut this panel, or this portal, as long as Evan can replicate your exact amount of pressure you've put in.
With my success, could I let Evan know, or do I have to be close to him to give him advantage edge on it?
You wouldn't be able to give him advantage from here. However, you could yell to him and tell him, exactly what he needs to do. That would give him a plus or minus of 3. So he could exert his pressure either more or less to the tune of 3 as he tries to match a 21.
Okay, yeah, so I let him know exactly what needs to be done based on my success.
Gotcha!
Evan, what do you do with this knowledge?
He tries to imagine his own natural magic to the same level of pressure and frequency that Halstear is putting in. Using the pendant as a focus to help him get closer, in case he needs it.
So having the pendant, that's going to give you a plus 3 as well. So but that one can't be interchanged. You can't minus it.
Okay.
So you have to match a 21.
Perfect. Thanks to your advice, I have a +3 from a pendant and another +3 from you.
Unbelievable. And so, Rule, your duplicate does not make it back, as behind him the portal shuts.
All right. And Roll will report what his duplicate told us, that there's a large monster in the church.
Oh, great. Come on, let's get back to the church.
We should probably carry the priest's body back.
I'm going to inspect the priest's body and this monster's body before we leave.
Oh wait, actually,
Absolutely.
it's probably been more than a minute at this point. I can't vivify him.
I had to reload one more time. And okay, Ri'l. As you start looking at this priest's body, you can see that a quarterstaff he was wielding, well, that's actually kind of dope. It looks like it is, he just tried to smack Ri'l with it, but he wasn't using it right.
All right, I will take it with us. Anything else I find as well?
You also see that he had picked up one of those stones that originally someone tried to smack out of his hand. And so he is holding a potent void stone.
Interesting. All right, guys, I found some stuff. This stone seems to be able to.
Oh, good. This will be that. It'll be good if a house, but lick to mess with later. Specifically the stone. And he can use it on his armor.
Powers Oh yeah, let's not do that. He's already got something. I might want to use that.
Fair enough. We'll use it on your armor then. But that'll be for the future. We're going back to the church right now.
Yeah,
So, I should clarify, because I think there's a little bit of a confusion. Ri'l, you would have also recognized that in this portal, it does not seem to be the same plane. Like, you would know that the only way to destroy this creature would be, in that plane. So it would be trying to come through.
So it wasn't our church. It was different.
Yeah, it looked like it was the same church, but it was just like you noticed that everything on the outside was different. The hue of the plane was different. It was this like dark greenish black hue.
Okay, yeah, so I didn't get that in the first description.
So essentially, you guys would know that your options here would be shutting the portal down, which you've done. So you could, do something with these machines to make sure it's not going to open again. You could open the portal and go fight the creature. You could just leave and call it good. Whatever you guys would like to do here.
I think
There's still a corruption creature. It is trying to get back. If someone reactivated this portal, we would be in the same boat. Unless we go take care of it at the beginning.
It was really hard shutting it off. Oh, me and Halstear had to time my magic in sync, and that was not easy. But, if you think it'd be best to go fight it, we can do that. I'm just a bit worried. This thing doesn't sound like it'll be easy.
I don't think it'll be easy. I do think it'll be the safest, though.
To go back to open. You go.
Ri'l was just going to say, possible just for us to, take a moment to catch our breaths and basically just saying, can we short rest before doing, if we do want to reopen it?
I'm sure you guys could try to rest, or you could try to rest.
My duplicate wouldn't last that long, but he's not an important matter.
Yeah, it's...
It's your call. I won't... It's your duplicate on the other end. If you feel like it's best to go... fight it now, rather than later, we can try it now.
I don't know if we have the time.
We can even get it back open, but if we try and fail, maybe we could disable the stones somehow.
Yeah, that's at least, I guess that's the problem, is trying to get it back open to begin with.
Why don't you do insight, Evan, and Halstear? You guys were the ones that closed it. You know how difficult it would be to open it back up.
Hot dog.
I'm not sure.
So, Evan, as you're up there, you know, you're able to put together what happened here. Clearly, this priest has secretly spent these years trying to bring this creature back. And, he was the one that had led you guys right here. He had the pendant here. This, of course, you guys could try your best to open this portal back up, but it would be a long shot for anyone, even you guys that have activated it before.
It'll be really hard to get it back open at this point. Like, what? It pretty much, we're pretty much gonna be fighting an uphill battle with that. This guy was trying to get us to open it or something like that from the beginning. That's why he led us here. He's been at this for years, apparently. So, he's also still kind of a dumbass. Either way, though, if we really want to try and open it, it's gonna be hard. I'm not gonna lie about that. What do you guys think?
I think it's worth a shot. We'll see if we fail or not.
Alright. Hey, Halstear, do you want the pendant this time?
Halstear,
Yeah.
do you want to use the pendant this time if you guys try to reopen the portal?
I mean, if Evan says it's going to be difficult, he'll try, but it feels like this is going to waste time. But this is, if we can do it, sure.
It's worth a shot.
Okay, so Halstear, then you want to use the key this time?
Yeah, I'll use the key.
Okay, so you'll get the +3 to it.
Okay, so another wisdom check?
Correct.
Ri'l would give guidance to Evan.
And I'll use guidance on myself. That's a nat 1. That's a big fat fail.
And you can see that Halstear snaps the key off in this machine. It immediately, the little bit of energy that it was showing you, Halstear, it now has completely powered down.
Damn it.
It's
no good.
Evan? Evan, as you step up to this, you kind of look over and you're looking at the diamond from all the way across the way. You see Halstear, he's fumbling around with it. You glance back to your diamond and you can see it just went dark.
Oh, jeez. Well, guess that's a bust now. But on the plus side, it doesn't seem like it can be turned back on anymore.
I think that's the best we can do.
We did.
Go ahead.
We did our best. At the very least, we are preventing that thing from coming over altogether. Though we should probably let others know. Oh, just to be on the safe side, Maybe someday someone in the future will be able to take care of it more directly than us.
That's right. And so, as the echoes of the conflict fade, peace settles over the church and hopefully the town. This void creature, it's now sealed away. Kaisis, that corrupt priest, he's been defeated. His plans to unleash the chaos have been thwarted by your guys' bravery and resolve. Hopefully those townspeople, the ones that were shrouded in fear, maybe they could emerge with relief and gratitude. Ri'l, Halstear, Evan, Ri'l, you guys know that your names will be remembered here as the heroes who stood firm against the void. With this victory behind you, the path forward is yours to choose, whether it's returning home or to the next adventure that calls. And that will be the end of tonight's session and our Let the Void Slumber one-shot.
That
Nice.
was fun.
That was a good little
Sweet.
one shot.
Yeah, thanks, Victor.
Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it.